everybody, and welcome back. My name is Scryptar, and this is Glacial Awakening. And I'm looking pretty snazzy. I have to say that myself. It's looking good. So we do have a little bit of an equipment here. I do have Scryptar's wings, fully upgraded with mending and so on and everything. This is the Mantle of the Stars. And yep, you've seen that before, right? It's the Visio one. Now, due to the fact that I've played around a little bit more with Astro Sorcery, I should probably look in... You belong there, seriously. There. And give me that. And that. There you go. Played around with it a little more, and we have maxed out our perks. 30 perks is the maximum you can get. So we did start over here. +1 added reach, and then you basically have to play connect the dots. You can't just go anywhere. If you manage to go like this path to the middle, you get Singularity. It grants 3 additional perk points, which is nice, but it is, you know, it takes a while to get there. You need to go all these extra steps, which are good. You get 5% increased effectiveness every time, or 7 even. This grants you, as it says there, other tree routes may be unlocked without requiring a connection to the existing perks. So we are attuned to Visio, that's why we got this one for free. And the other routes are these. So once you go around here, all of these become available. You have to click them. You have to use a perk for it. You know, a perk point. But then you can basically use these as your starting points to go somewhere else. Wasn't quite necessary, I believe. So everywhere where there's a circled one, like these, they give you a major thing, usually. This, not so much. I mean, plus 5%, this and that, yeah, okay, sure. This 15% increased effectiveness is definitely good. So if you have plus 10 reach, well, this would give you an extra 1.5, right? That's pretty good. What we have is a lot of movement speed, so having 15% extra, sure, why not? So it's not like you get 3%, 6%, and with that you get 21%. No, it's these 6%, 15% of that. So that's what, that's 1% if you're lucky. Yeah. But hey, you get it. It's fine. Right? So what else did we get? This, spreading growth. Plants around you grow faster. So if I AFK in my farm, we get more stuff, which is pretty good. I mean, there's no real farming mod in here where you need to do that, like Mystical Agriculture or Botania, where it would make sense. It's you know, it's just for getting food and such. It's good. 50% more maximum life, yeah, sure. This is what I wanted. A pickaxe can be used instead of an axe or shovel. Well, what other tools are there? Pick, axe, and shovel, right? So we can use a pickaxe, just that. And it works for all the things we would mine. That is pretty good. I mean, granted, we're using our AIoT down here, which means we don't really need that right now. But we are going to get into NIO tools, which can be charged with energy and then just do way more things. And they can be enchanted and they can be empowered. So yeah, there's more stuff there. So if we get a really good pick that instant mines everything, why wouldn't we want to use it as an axe or shovel? It's just one tool, and yes, we do need an extra slot then for a sword or some weapon. But then again, we're not using this for killing mobs, right? We do have an extra sword for that if we want to go and get mob heads and such with the warped enchantment. So yeah, we're kind of doing that anyway. The important one is down here. We're getting to that. +1 added attack speed? Yeah, sure. Reduces your overall need for food. Well, that's good. Right? It's something. I mean, it's 4 points to get here, since we need to go around here anyway, because you want this. The Visio Mantle now grants flight instead of Elytra gliding. Oh yes. I'm flying. Creative flight. Way outside our base. Our base is somewhere over there, 1,000 blocks that way. Yup. Why am I here? I found this while I was flying around trying to max out all the perks. I found this. I have no idea what this is, but I found this structure. It's the first house that's not one of these glacial houses that well, you've seen our starter house, right? You know what I mean. There's iron candles here, which we can probably use for something. A drying basin? Sure. I mean, if we had found this from the start, I would probably have made this part of the base. Flight. Hello. Rudolph! That has to be Rudolph, right? I mean, it has a red nose. There's a salt block. Some hay. That would have been good to start off with. There's a leech. Or lead. There's a glass item frame. That's why it looks like this knife is stuck to the wall. Well, now something is messed up. I just shift right click that and put it back. It's probably a tool that we shouldn't be allowed to have. Okay, it doesn't do it anymore. Okay, sure. There seems to be leather here. Oh, that's for free, I take it. Compacting bin, sure, you wouldn't have the need to make that. Block of skin hide. You know what? I'll take these. Can I uncraft these? Yeah, sure. There, more leather. There was a quest in the very beginning to get leather, you remember? Yeah, this would have been fairly easy then. Some of that. Cyan flower pot. Sure, why not? Pyre. That's painted cobblestone. Interesting. So that is cobblestone, but it went into the Ender IO painting machine, and a spruce wood plank was painted over it. Diagonal clay wall? Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Thatch. There's food here. And more leather. Taking that. And you. Venison. Sure, I take it. We go home. We're back. One of the other things I did is I changed out the fences here to glass panes. You shouldn't be there. That doesn't help, as you can see. They still get pushed out. You can shift right click these and then do that. And with the edit reach, I can't do it from here. I need to get closer. With the edit reach, I can put them down from much further away, which is really good. Just there you go, right click. And you're escaping again. It's not happening. Whenever I leave the area and come back, somebody is outside the area. So we need to move these downstairs, I guess, and give them a real enclosure at some point. I still have them here, so we can do the ritual for, yeah, as you can see there, animal harvest. That just gives us all the stuff these would drop when you kill them without killing them, and it gives it to us as long as the fire is running. So for about a minute, any one of these drops like 3, 4, 5 times. That's pretty good. For these I don't care. I mean, the chickens are just producing, you don't need to do anything, and we haven't had a need for the pigs yet, even though that black pig, well, those two, I like those. I like them. You can't really make out any details because they're all black, but I still like them. Then I did this. I encased this. As you can see, it says chisels and bits. So what you can do is you can break any block that you want down into a, I think it's 32 by 32 grid, 32 by 32 by 32, and make these mini bits. Like this pixel is 1 bit, and then you can use these mini blocks to make your own blocks. So as you can see here, that is sitting on that corner there. That's one strip of mini blocks going up, and then over here as well. This is basically on top of this crafting table on that very first row of pixels there. Yep, I made that. Took a while, but I made it. I also made some more of these terminals. So we have a pattern terminal for which we don't have discs yet, and we're getting to that at some point. A fluid terminal, because I have hooked up the liquid XP and the creosote oil now. And we have an interface terminal where all our machines will be listed as soon as we have some, which, as you can see, we don't. Then again, this is still working. It's lovely. I also doubled up on windmills. There's one over there. I think we had this one the last time, right? That one was there. That is the first one we built. Yeah, I added that one and that one over there. And now we're finally making some power. As you can see, it's plus 30 right now. It goes up to plus 70 depending on the wind, and yeah. I think if we move those windmills higher up, they get more wind. But then again, these are not really producing that much. The immersive engineering ones are doing way more. I've also prepared some stuff over here that we are going to get to in a moment. Where are we on the quest line? What are we going to do? Well, let's have a look in our bookmarks. There's a lot of stuff we need to do. And that's just to finish this one chapter. It doesn't look that much. It actually is. So let's see the first ones. Create a fermenter multi-block. And actually all it wants is an ethanol bucket. So if we can get ethanol any other way, like with a liquefier or a chemical reactor, we could also do that. It doesn't really need the industrial fermenter, but this is something we can't... Well, it looks like this we can make, but we need to put that in there. And that comes from all of these, and they need that, and this needs mechanism stuff that we can't do there. Nope, no way. So yes, we don't need to go the immersive engineering route to do that. Now, what does this thing do? It's an industrial fermenter. You put some food in there, some organic stuff, and it makes ethanol. Not much. 80 millibuckets? Of course it had to be a weird number. Any of this. We have a bunch of melons, so that shouldn't be a big deal. So 1 is 80. 10 is 800. That's still not a bucket. If you put 100 in here, we get 8 buckets. That's what I'm seeing here. Right, so let's get some of those. Yeah, 100 isn't a problem. That's too much. And also let's put that away. We have the venison in here somewhere? Probably not, because we never had much of that. I just put it in here, and if it's in the drawers, it will go in there because of the priority setting we have made. If not, then it goes onto disk. And the first 2 disks are full. Oh, let's have a quick look at that. No, right click, not shift right click. The first 2 up here. You can see there's still space, 2000 out of 4000 bytes. But there's 63 out of 63 types. So we have the maximum amount of diversity in there. So no other block type can go on the disk other than those we already have. But we have more space to put those blocks on there that are already on the disk. So if this disk holds, I don't know, let's say oak logs. We wouldn't be able to put spruce logs on there because it's full. It can't accept another type. But if we still had oak logs, we can put those on there because they already have a reserved spot. And there's still about 2000 storage free for that type of block or any other of the 63 types on here. I know that's a bit complicated. You either get it or you don't. It's just the way it is, right? I mean, it's a bit like these. It has 4 slots. It's full. I can't put any other block in here than those 4 I have. But for those 4 that I have on here, there's still free space because the bar is not full yet. The only difference between a disk and this is that they all share the same amount of space here. So let's say I put another 2000 of these, spruce wood planks in there, then this bar would be full and we couldn't put any more wood spruce planks on there, but we could still put the other 3. Well, the way it works on the disk is I would be able to put 6000 in here instead of 2000, but then all of these would also say, well, we're full, there's no room anymore. Right? That's the difference, basically. Good we got that out of the way. It's always a bit of a thing. Alright, fermenter multi-block. Hey, let me fly. Seriously, flight. It's a thing. We could now probably get rid of all of the stuff. Astral sorcery stuff, because I mean, we have creative flight, we have that perk, and we have that mantle. That's the only thing we really need. The rest is just, well, it's there. Don't think we're ever going to use it again, other than getting more star metal ingot and dust. Yeah, that's that. Alright, fermenter multi-block. That's this one. When you've probably seen the blocks, right? The same stuff this thing is made out of. We have light engineering blocks, we have some scaffolding, the redstone block, there's some cauldrons in here, some steel sheet or iron sheet metal, some fluid pipes. And then what you do, instead of right clicking, is with your hand, which you do for these blocks from Magnetic Craft. You're going to take your hammer, and in this case you hit that one. And there you go. That's that. It's already connected up to power because I know where that block is. I cheated a little bit and tested that. So, are you getting any power? No. We are also not doing anything. There. And is that still hooked up to that? Yes, it is. Ah, power. So much for cheating and I know what I'm doing. Okay, so how do I get stuff in here? Just right click it and then you say do this. Power's gone. Oh, we're getting ethanol processed the first one. As you can see, it's processing up to 8 at a time. If it has the power, it doesn't, so it's only doing the first one. I think when this ends, and we have some left over, it goes into the next one. Do I see that right? Yeah, it looks good. So, we're getting stuff. Okay, so that is done. How do we get that out there? I can probably just put a bucket in there, and it gets filled up. Then we should have our very first bucket of ethanol. There you go. Quest complete. We don't get anything for that. Okay, create a squeezer multi-block to get plant oil bucket. Now, plant oil, yep, industrial squeezer, or a melter. Which needs the industrial machine chassis, which we are working towards. So, yes, eventually, I'd rather have the nuclear craft machines than this whole immersive engineering stuff, because multi-blocks and speed and not upgradable. And, yep. Alright, that's this one over here. It's pretty much the same thing, except for the cauldrons. You have wooden barrels, and then on top you have steel fences, and a piston, upside down, important, otherwise it doesn't work. And right click. Looking quite nice. This is now wonky, but it works. Works for me. And obviously that is attached to the wrong thing. Origa? Where did that come from? Already figured that out. You go there, and then shift right click there, and then go to this one. And we're getting power. Not much, because that thing is still working. You know what? Shut up. Now it's filling up. So are you. Lovely. Okay, so what does it want us to do? These particle effects, that's the mental. It's nothing I can do about it. I mean, it's astro sorcery. It's supposed to be flashy, right? It's what it is. Plant oil bucket. Comes from plant oil. Seeds. Beetroot seeds. Pumpkin seeds. 40, 60. Oh, there's a difference here. 80. 20. 120. From industrial hemp seed. That seems good. 60. Yeah. Let's take some of these. 64. Sure. What could possibly go wrong with our math? Because I didn't do any. I click in there. Do stuff. So that's what? 60 per. And it's gobbling up all the power. How much power are we using right now? A lot, it seems. Okay. I also played around with this a little bit while we're waiting for that stuff up there to finish. We now have a block placer over here, and that is just full with these. It places right in front of it, which would be here, so whenever this block breaks, it will place a new one, and it only works, this is the work queue up here, but there's actually stuff to do. So right now it's not using any power, and then it's using 20 RF per tick for the time it takes to place that block. That's pretty much how that works. So, pretty energy efficient, I'd say. And it has a 50,000 RF storage in there. Wow. So then we have the tree fluid extractor extracting out of that. It's only one. I would have put another one on top, but you can only turn them horizontally, not upside down. So, yeah, doesn't work. You can only have one. Otherwise, I would have had to double up on that. More power. And we don't really... We're not in a hurry here, right? No, not at all. So there's our water generator. Over here is our latex processing unit, getting the water, getting the latex, and it's going. And it's producing tiny dry rubber, which is then sucked out by this simple crafter from End.io. This is a recipe which is a simple recipe, but it is not like the others here, like the simple alloy smelter, for example, is disabled. And I believe there was one more. Yeah, simple sag mill is disabled as well, which is a bit of a pity. Simple powered furnace would be something we could do. Uses RF and then it smelts, so we don't have to put coal in there. It's a simple one. They're not really fast. You can upgrade them. Yeah. But the simple crafter is one of those that's really easy to do. It's just some stone gear, a crafting table, one of the machine chassis, and then some silicon, which we have anyway, because we're now into applied energistics and we need that stuff. And some iron. What this does, you set a recipe over here. That's the outcome of that recipe. That's the 3x3 grid. And then it fills up its inventory with, well, in this case, the tiny dry rubber, and makes these. And I can take those out, and as you can see, it makes more. And more. That's as fast as it goes. It's not that fast, but then again, we're not really in a hurry. I'm just going to take those and put them into our mega furnace array right here. Yeah, it's not really mega, right? But it's working. That's the only thing that matters right now. Right, let's get over here and see where we are in terms of that. We have more than a bucket, so I guess it's time to head in that quest. Thank you. You in here. Fill that up. Ding! No rewards, because we're just too good for that. Alright. Create a refinery multi-block to do biodiesel. Now the refinery multi-block is this thing. There's 2 blocks missing right here. We have 2 light engineering blocks in the back, and there's supposed to be 2 heavy up here, which I can probably show you. There you go. Engineer's manual, that's the one I believe. Squeezer, no, we want the refinery. There you go. It has these blocks here, and if you look at that, it tells you what it is. It's the heavy engineering block. If you have those blocks in your inventory, enough of them, they get a green tick. So once you collect all of the blocks, you see what's missing. It's the only thing that doesn't have a green tick, which would be the heavy engineering block. And those are a bit of a thing. They are right here. Now, we have done that, and we have done that. And if we look at this, yeah, that's what I thought. It's like, okay, we need 2 buckets of plant oil to do 2 of these. Okay, that's not too bad. We can probably do that. Then we need some steel, some iron, some electrum. We have that, so that shouldn't be a big deal. Pistons, we also have steel mechanical component. Yeah, we had that before. We can make it in here and use 2 plates instead of making it in here using 4 plates if we have the engineer's blueprint, which is just that. And I think I made all of those. Not in here. Not in here. Yeah, I did make them. I just don't know where I put them. I might have deleted them by accident. Anyway, it's not that big of a deal. So I guess before we do any fancy stuff, we need to do this guy. Engineer's Workshop, which is some enriched infused iron, some steel plate, some copper plate, and a simple machine chassis. We should have all of that. Since we have all of that, it's connected to this guy, we should be able to do this. Yay! No quest for that, no reward for that. See, that's the issue with this mod pack. It doesn't look like there's much, but a step from here to here is like you need 3 different machines. And then you need to wait for 4 hours for those machines to do their thing. Also, if you want to power those machines, you need 6 other machines. Like, yeah, okay, I get it. It's fine. Oh, wow, that sounds like an anvil. Okay, so, we want plant oil in there, right? So we're just gonna do this and do that. And then it should be in here. There's 1 bucket, we need 2. We also, when we want to do this, need these tools. Artisan stuff. Saw. Durability is what we're looking for. And easy to make. So iron would be easy. It's just sticks and iron, okay. This would be a downgrade. A lot. Durability goes down by a lot. This would be a real upgrade. We can do that. We have diamonds. Flint? Nah. So this is 1,500. Is there anything better? Just looking through here real quick. Nope. Well, yeah, if we had platinum, which we can only get this way, so forget it. So, okay, we're gonna make that one. Sure. Fly. Fly faster. I love it. So we need you. Thank you. What else is there? Diamond. We need the shovel, which is a carver. Okay, yeah, I get that. Should have that. Thank you. And we need the diamond knife. Sure, I'm not even gonna check if those have different materials. I'm pretty sure the ratio is the same as what we've seen. And that just shift clicks in there. Perfect. So that's in there. We use 10 durability, we have 1,561. Should be good. At least it ends on 1. So whatever you craft, as long as that has a 0 at the end here, we will be left with 1 durability on the tools. It's cool. So I need a bunch of iron, a bunch of steel mechanical components. Let me grab those, be right back. That didn't take long. So, second bucket of plant oil, and then we should just be able to go in here and say heavy engineering block, do this. Looking good. Take this. And that's a quest complete. And all of this off my hotbar, please, because it's annoying. Right, so you go here, and those are wonky. You can see that, right? It's not just me. Yeah. Alright, well, it is what it is. So where do I have to hit you? It's usually the center block, and that worked. Lovely. Are you connected already somewhere? Yes. That should... yeah, that's the right connection. As you can see, it's powering up. Lovely. That worked. I'd rather have you on that. Ah. It's a bit free-floating. Okay, so that is done. We did create a refinery multi-block, it's just it isn't finished because we want to do a biodiesel bucket, which we get from doing plant oil and ethanol in a 1-to-1 ratio, and that gives twice the amount. So 1 bucket of plant oil and 1 bucket of ethanol should give 2 buckets of biodiesel. Aha. There is an input here, there is an output there, and there is an input here. There is an output there. You could think that I made it this way because I knew that. I'm not gonna comment on that. I don't see an output on this guy anywhere. Unless it's that one, but then that should be blue, because fluid. Not item. Ha, okay. Let's see what happens if we take some of these fluid pipes and try to connect that up. Shift click. That work? No. It's not connecting over here, you can see that, right? Does that have to connect here? Is that the only output we have? Yeah, that seems like the only output we have. Okay, sure, then we just do this. Ha! What's that then? Is that input? Like water, if in case you ever want to put water in there. Okay, so where... it's all the way on the other side. Of course it is. I don't even have enough pipes for that. Unless I go below. Well, I'm lying. It's 10 pipes and I had 13. That seems to be working. Yeah, but it's doing things. Oh, look at that. We actually had enough in here. Ta-da! I thought we would have to wait some more. Okay, sure. Reinforced blast brick. Again, no rewards. This chapter doesn't really want to give us rewards. And yes, I know we still have to make that. We're going to look at that in a moment. Reinforced blast bricks. Okay, so to make those, and again, we need this. There needs to be biodiesel in here to make 3. 1 bucket for 3 of them. We need the blast bricks, which we have. We need steel plates, which we have. It's a 1-to-1 ratio to that. Okay. Well, that I don't like. A lot of biodiesel. Okay, sure. Well, we have 1. Does that work? And yes, I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, unless you're as crazy as I am. That does work. And this. And I can make 15. And then we're out of buckets. And as you can see, it's done. I've taken them out. I actually moved that block 1 over so we can do other stuff with it. Because I didn't want this to fill up with all the other crap and we don't really need it. We'll kind of waste it because all you can do in here, as it says right here, well, it doesn't because there's nothing in there, but if there was something in there, if you just go back in the video for about a minute or so, it tells you shift left click to empty. That would just void the content. At least in here we can put it into buckets or fill up a tank or something. Then there was this. So this is where all those reinforced blast bricks went, together with more light engineering blocks and scaffolding and steel blocks and steel sheet metal and more heavy engineering blocks, another 3 recipes I had to make. And there's slabs in the cauldron and it's all weird, and if we do this, we get an arc furnace. Oh yeah, look at that thing. That looks quite impressive actually. Hello there. Whatever. Where do you connect power to this one? No, seriously, where do you connect power to this one? Click the power with energy is input through the 3 connectors at the back and supplying the control panel at the front with the redstone signal. Yeah, okay. So is it those or is it those? I don't know. Let's try that one. Yeah, it seems to be working. This thing holds a lot of power though. Phew. We're not going to use this much because we just don't have the power to do so. And if all 3 of these need to be supplied with power for it to work, which would be weird, but you never know. It's immersive engineering. Then, yeah, I don't know. Okay, sure. What do we need this for? Create an arc furnace. Tungsten plate, which is made from tungsten ingot in the hydraulic press, which we have, and tungsten ingot is made in the arc furnace from wolframite ore. We have that. I know we have that. I mined that below our base. I should just be able to use, yeah, tungsten. There, wolframite ore. Give me a stack. Let's see if you can actually do that. It's doing something a little bit. Are you kidding me? It says 0%. How about we put 1 in there? Does it change anything? It says it can do multiple at the same time. Power is still going up. It's not doing anything. So this goes there. Show recipes. So if you have to melt multiple different things together, you probably have to be aware that some stuff comes from here and some from there. And okay. I don't see this going up. I see this going up. This should be going down when this is actually doing something, right? Distribute inputs don't really. It's probably doing the same I just did manually. Huh. The interface may look confusing upon first seeing it, but it's quite straightforward. The 3 slots at the top are for the graphite electrodes, without which this thing just doesn't run. Yes. Graphite electrodes. Those are made in the engineer's workbench. You need hop graphite ingot for one of these, and we need to make 3 of those. And the engineer's blueprint. I found my blueprint, so that's not a big issue. Now we need those. That is graphite dust smelted. Okay, so graphite dust is... doesn't help. Coke dust in the squeezer. Or in the manufactory. That's probably easier. 8 coke dust make 1 of those. So let's have a look. We need to have 3 of these. So that's 12 of these. That means we need 12 of these. That means we need 96 of those. Wow. And that is just cold coke in the crusher. Yeah, this only does the single recipe. This can do the blocks. I'm gonna go with the blocks. Oof. Okay, let's get some more of those blocks. I got a few, but not all of them. That should work. I think I have 5 in there. And we're just gonna throw them in there manually. There you go. Alright, let's get this started. There is some coke dust, which we can put in the manufacturing. I'm too fast for this walkway now. That's you. That gives us the graphite dust. And then we have to smelt that, right? Yeah, okay. So it's gonna take a moment or two. Why did you stop? Hello? You have power? Did you just decide that it's not worth it anymore? What is happening? Oh, you do need a certain amount, right? Yeah, you need 8. It could be that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make some of those. Make the graphite electrode things. Be right back. Man, I'm happy when we don't have to use these multi-blocks anymore. Did I say that already? Wait. Okay. Yeah, I just thought one recipe made 3. That would have been really weird because it's not what this says. Right? Anyway, we have those 3 now, which have to go in here. Aha, there you go. It's actually doing a thing. Using up all the power. Wow. Can that actually keep up? That's the heat bar. So it's still going up, it seems, even though we're out of power. It's still continuing. That's good. Oh, look at that. There is our electrodes, and they have been doing things. And now we have 2 of these. That's actually not too bad. And we wanted to have that, right? Pretty sure. Why is our consumption going down? Because it's warming up? Because it doesn't have enough stored? I don't know. It's doing things. That's all I know. So all of that can go away. eh. Eh. So why are we making this? Also, yeah, I finished that. I quickly finished that while I was waiting for stuff to smelt. There you go, more stuff. We want to have 2 of these, and once we have 2 of those, we can do this, because that needs exactly 2 of those. Oh, by the way, it also needs advanced plating for more nuclear craft. That doesn't look too bad. Basic plating, yeah, we've done that before, I believe. Tough alloy. What? Okay, that I can do, because I have that. And that is steel ingot, and of course it needs boron dust in here, while it can use the ingot just fine over here. And that is boron ore. Yeah, in the crusher. Okay. Okay. So nice that this game never tells you what it needs. You done? Thank you. Whew. Obviously, no rewards because we're not worth it. This stuff we have to do every time we want to make one of these. Look at that. We need that. We need that, which is bad enough. Now we need plastic, which we actually do have. Surprise. And then we also need these. I'm just gonna make like 100 of these and never look at them again. I hope. We'll see. Well, let's make one of those. Real fast. Ta-da! Jeez. Okay, so now we just need one of these to finish the chapter. Oh yeah, that's more of that. Plant oil, okay, sure. How about we go for that one? Oh, surprise, it's more plant oil. Yeah, okay. How about that one? Steel ingot, okay. Copper coil block, that's nope. I'm gonna do this off cam. This is I hate those machines. I hate the guts of those machines. I can't stand them. But anyway, we got a lot of stuff done. We're almost through. I mean, look at it. We're almost there, 96%. It's really just that one, which means we can unlock chapter 5 and get into the good machines. And steel chassis, do I really want to know? We have that already. We can just pick that up and we have it. Same for that. We still have those somewhere. Aha, so now we are running through the chassis. I don't really want to know how many more machines I have to craft between these 2 things and the way to get there. I don't. But I can see Mechanism on the horizon, and then everything is better. Everything will be better with Mechanism, believe me, because Mechanism is awesome. That's for today, folks. Have a good one. I wish you all a happy new year, because we won't see each other before that. And happy 2020. See you then. Bye bye.